Okay, I just really want to talk about something real quick. Before you say anything, my blinds is closed. I don't know why. Wait, I actually do know why. But for some reason, in music videos, I keep seeing checkerboards. Like, literally, the red curtains and everything is freaking me out. It's becoming very questionable. So I digged a little deep into it, and the checkerboard comes from the Freemason checker floor. Now you may ask, what is Freemasonry? It is a fraternal organization, basically. And most people believe that this organization is what's running the world right now, controlling everything. So when you go away to college, they say, oh, join a fraternity. It'll help you get more places. You'll be able to get more jobs and stuff. And we know that Freemasonry is a fraternal organization. And in fraternities, you have to do rituals. So let's just say the music industry is applied to most of these rituals, because I'm seeing a lot of checkerboards here. So it's just like, does the checkerboards mean that they're associated with a specific society? Because most people who have the checkerboards are rich, famous, and all of that. This is Khloe Kardashian's house right now. So when you see that checkerboard, know that people are affiliated with that fraternity that gives them connections. But it's like, what are you doing to get those connections, though? Because you got to, like, do certain things. So it's just very much so questioning. I'm just a fellow citizen looking at these things and connecting the dots. Oh, this country. Y'all be safe, though.
The real reason why so many black people is woke and they're tapped in with the divine energy. And bro, when I say woke, you have to keep in mind, I do not give a fuck or care about any world knowledge at this point. I mean, if you are tapped in with the one and only God, the divine energy, the everything. The real reason why that is because the reason why their skin is dark, they are neuromelanated. Not melanin, neuromelanin. They're very carbonated. If black people and Hispanic people, Hispanic descent and African American descent, or that's what they call it now, African American, they call it. But anyway, those are the most natural to this earth, planet Kai. Tara, we are in the 5D now. It's called Tara. We are in Tara now. So anyway, that is why there's so many woke black people on a conscious level, because they can actually tap in with this divine energy easier. A lot of people think like, you know, Planet Kai had a lot to do with other things. I personally think it was created, it had a lot to do with the sun. Hence why everything is carbonated on Earth. The trees, nature, it's all dark, very carbonated. The yummy fruits and stuff, it's very rich in color. But anyway, that's a different video. Cool topic though. But that's why there's so many woke black people. Because the neuromelanin flows within them. That is why their skin is dark. Neuromelanin flows within everything, the nature, like, you know what I'm saying, energy itself. So that is why there's so many woke black people on a conscious level. But another topic, this frequency shift that happened, that is, we are at the very, very tippity-toppity peak of it. This frequency shift that is happening, this doesn't happen. This is the only planet that this ever has happened to. All eyes are on us. All eyes are on planet Kai right now. There's extraterrestrial warfare going on right now, but it's on too high of a frequency, which is why the ordinary human cannot see it. They can't see that high of a frequency. It's not possible for them to see with their two human eyes. Like I always say, they only see 1% of the 100% of the electromagnetic spectrum. That is the everything. That is the divine energy. I believe the only two ways that you can be white here on planet Earth is if you're a hybrid. The Draconians created, I would say, over 98% of the lightly skinned race. Or if you carnated on here from elsewhere, man, there's extraterrestrial warfare going on here. All eyes are on planet Kai. This has never happened. And the reason why so many extraterrestrials are carnating on here to help raise the collective frequency is because y'all are very important. Peace and love.
Alright, y'all, let's talk about ether real quick. There are 4 different types of ether. Okay, you got 6 ether, which is like your hybrid people, your straight-haired people. You have 7 ether, which the baby was created with like a white mom and a black dad. Because you know you get 90% of your genetics from your mom. 8 ether is the other way around. And then you have 9 ether, the God race, which is me and my so-called black people, you know what I'm saying, the cosmic family. Okay, we know that the number 9 is the number of completion. It takes 9 months for birth. 9 ether is placed in people's hair like mine. It produces the ninth symbol. There are no numbers actually higher than 9. 9 is a number whose square root is 3. 9 is symbolic to 3 dimensions. 9 ether is the combination of all existing gases of nature. Not only is our melanin cosmic, you feel me, we are stardust as well. So read this, you know what I'm saying? And it adds up to 9. 9 ether beings wear who they fear. This is not even here. This is the ether. The so-called more nappier it is, the more powerful it is. So y'all grow your ether up to our melanated community and let's get right. But y'all take care of yourself. Peace.
I started sun gazing. Sun gazing is that, like I told you, I dropped videos on why you should never sun gaze. Because if you sun gaze, you're having a spiritual awakening. Simple. That sun, bro, listen, you're gonna go vegan too. It's no, bro, listen. Top 5 benefits from sun gazing. It declassifies your pineal gland, your third eye. You're gonna go vegan. You're gonna start feeling this energy that's been around you this whole entire time.
Fitting in.
That's a good question. Before the war took place in Riz, there were 19 bloodlines, where only 14 tribes survived, and we went to a whole bunch of different galaxies, right? Well, one of the 14 bloodlines were the Watusi, right? Which came down with the Orion group, right? On Nibiru, right? So the Watusi are a hybrid group between the Rizians and the good Hindus, who are between 6 and 7 foot tall, who came down from Nibiru, whose skin was green in tone because of the magnesium, but due to the iron in their blood and them switching to breathe oxygen, they begin to become a rusty brown color. That's why if you go back and look at the wall and look at Osiris or Saw, you'll see that he green. And there are several others in history of the ancient Egyptian teachings painted as green figures on the wall, right? This is because before we came here, right, we were green in tone. But as we stay here on the surface for a while, right, we inherit the copper tone or the brown tone due to the oxygen hitting the iron in our blood, a rusty brown. So the Watusis are Rizians hybrid, right, who also came to the planet, right? And the king name was Atun. And the queen name, or empress name, was Lilith, who later on mixed her seed with the reptilians as well, right? So I hope this answers your question.
That's it. Only people that are waking up at such a rapid pace because of all of the blasts we're getting from the sun, which is activating our consciousness levels again, right? So they try to cover the skies and trying to spray and all that because we don't want you getting those kind of activations. We don't need you coming online just yet. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better understand that the planet is getting much hotter. And from what Rod told me at some point, this planet's going to be as high as 1,000 degrees.
I got that same download. That's crazy. You said that. I got that same one in meditation yesterday.
It's going to be. He told me it's going to be 1,000 degrees, and basically, you should be spending as much time in the sun as you possibly can. So one, you can begin to start shedding off all that old stuff. Have Rock come in and burn all that old stuff out of you and off of you. That's number one. Number two, so you can prepare your skin to get crystalline, because when we transition into 5D. You're going to be, you'll still be physical, but you ain't going to have the body you got right now. That has to transform. When your body transforms, you'll be able to withstand 1,000 degree weather. But I do have to understand that there is a plan that is put in place. And I'm not saying when it's going to happen. I'm just saying just pay attention to the weather and its patterns. Now they're going to say to you, this is climate change. This is that. This is that. Well, there are things that have to happen that must happen now because of the timing. Gaia is cleaning up her planet, and she's living at the same damn time.
Ashe.
So we got to get, if you can't handle the frequency, you're going to go crazy out here.
Yep.
Notice when you see roadkill on the side of the road, you ain't finna go up there and smell and eat that, is you? Because it stank to high heaven. Notice it's all flies and shit and magnets being produced by these things. So if it's doing that on the road, imagine what it's doing inside of your stomach. And we wonder why our minds are messed up, why we can't think properly, or why we're not healing from disease, because you are what you eat. Do you realize what you eat breaks down into amino acids, simple amino acid structures into sugar? These things actually goes inside of the cell to feed the cell the phytonutrients and amino acid it needs. From there, it goes through the ribosome of the cell. Due to its RNA, the RNA goes inside the ribosome, take a photopic copy of the DNA blueprint, and then it births the new cell. Literally everything you eat becomes you.
I don't give a fuck about, listen, all this public bullshit that y'all be seeing, I always tell y'all this, and a lot of y'all know what I'm about to say. This shit be fake, bro. It be fake, man. It be set up, it be scripted, it be designed, it be fake. Okay, and I want y'all to understand the reason why they do this. I always tell y'all, whenever something take the world's attention, just understand it's a bigger agenda behind it. They do this all the time with rappers, celebrities, basketball players. It's always that one thing that happens every year that takes the world attention. You see what I'm saying? It's always that one thing. When you look back at all these years, it's always one like star moment of the year. Like 2020, we had the whole pandemic. You know what I'm saying? I remember we had the Kobe situation that happened. Like, it's always some big shit that take the world's attention. You see what I'm saying? What ain't gonna be big when a motherfucker, you telling me of a big celebrity, a famous funny celebrity at that, walk up and smack a motherfucker in their face, that ain't gonna go viral? That's gonna go viral. These people know this, man. Every day, and I'm not talking specifically about Will Smith and them. I'm talking about the elites, the people that run Will Smith and them. Because I always tell y'all, these people have masters. They got mommies and daddies, quote, you know what I mean, that they gotta run back to at the end of the night. They got people that they gotta actually work for. You know what I'm saying? Because I always tell y'all, being black as a celebrity, being a black millionaire or a black billionaire or anything like that, I keep telling y'all, this whole entertainment clout world that we live in, the rap world, the hip hop, all that shit is ran by white people.